Welcome, Mike Colangelo here, guys, former major leaguer of 4 seasons. I also own and operate Stars Baseball and own Colangelo Baseball. And today we're going to be talking about the two-strike approach. Okay, so in 2018, 00, 10, 20, 30. Okay, we talked about yesterday, just kind of approach of hitting. That's your +2. Meaning if I miss a pitch or the guy gets a strike on me, I still have 2 pitches. 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, and 3-1 are still considered hitter counts. Okay? Now you're +1. So if they get a ball by me, okay, or I foul it off, I'm 3-2, I'm still plus, I got 1 left. Okay? Now over here you got your 0-2, 1-2, 2-2, and 3-2. Okay? This one we can debate on whose count that is for. I think it's a hitter's count. Okay? Because there's a lot more positives I can get out of this than a pitcher. But 2-2, 1-2, and 2-2 I would say are more pitcher counts. All right? Hitting is one of the toughest skill, if not the toughest skill to do in any sport. In 2018 in Major League Baseball, there were 78,000 roughly at-bats, okay? In these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts. On the flip side, 1, 2, 3, 4, there was 88,000 at-bats, roughly. So in 4 counts, there's almost 10,000 more at-bats in only 4 counts. So what does that tell you? 53 to 58% of all hitters are going to sit with 2 strikes in their count. 53 to 58% of your at-bats are going to be right here. 0-2, 1-2, 2-2, and 3-2. So then here it poses a question. Why don't we work on it? If we know we're going to be somewhere half our time in anything in life, why not be prepared for it? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to kind of challenge you, the viewer, the player, the coach, to redefine who you are as a 2-strike hitter. I happen to play with Tony Gwynn, the greatest 2-strike hitter of all time. Unbelievable eye-hand coordination, but it was his approach and how he looked at things, which we'll get to in a second. In the big leagues, they hit roughly about 335 in hitters' counts. 0-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. But they're only 185 in those 55% of those at-bats. 185 in 4 counts, 335 in those counts. Okay? Your job as a hitter is to stay at a 2-strike counts. Because we fail a lot. So, I'm going to go over some tendencies and some things that we can do to make sure that we become a better and more efficient 2-strike hitter. First thing, this ball right here on the righty is inside pitch. This ball here on the righty is outside pitch. So, I talked about yesterday, you have balls that are in, middle, away, away, and away. When we get the 2 strikes, we're going to go in, off, away, off. So I'm going to add 9 balls to this plate. Now, do I got to cover the inside of this pitch? Well, it depends on who's the umpire, the catcher, and things like that, right? But I know this, if that ball catches any part of that plate, that umpire can call it a strike. And if it doesn't catch that part of the plate, okay, that right there could be a strike. I've had that called on me in the big leagues right there. So, what's a strike zone? You guys can all try to define it. It's real simple. Whatever this guy that's getting paid money behind here called the home plate umpire, whatever he calls it, that's what I'm going to adjust to. Whether I agree it or not, doesn't matter. Today, that's the strike zone. So we're going to go with 9-ball approach. We're going to go ball away, off, and in, off. For me, mentally, you'll see they're staggered. The ball away, I try to let get deep. My approach is I want to let the ball get deep. Fastball deep, drive it through the 4-hole, and then read spin. So I'm going to flip this chart around real quick. All right? So keys to success. As a coach, you got to practice 2 strikes. You have to. You've got to throw BP. You've got to bring the infield in. Situational. Challenge your guys. Infield in, tie game, bases loaded, bottom of the 7th, 1 out, 1-2 count. They've got to feel that pressure, okay? And there's other 2-strike drills you can do. Discuss the positives of 2 strikes. Don't always live in the negative. Why do we struggle with 2 strikes? Let's just rewind a little bit to Tony Gwynn. He asked me one time, what do I do with 2 strikes? I said, well, I like to choke up a little bit. He said, why? I said, well, that's what I've always done. He asked another outfielder that was there at 0-1, what do you like to do? He goes, I like to spread out. Why? I just feel like it shortens me up. His next question was, well, do you practice that? And we both were like, not really. And then it made really a lot of sense. Why not? So, you got to practice it. positive of 2 strikes. Don't be so caught up on your players. You struck out looking, no strikeouts, fine. Guys, turn this into a positive. Hey, guys, we worked the pitcher today, okay? We got deep in the count. You know, we all talk about this Moneyball. Well, I was on the team in 2002 for Moneyball with Oakland Athletics, and they wanted 1 at-bat or 1 walk every 10 at-bats. They wanted to see 5.5 pitches per at-bat, and the theory just doesn't work, just so you know. So, but how do you get deep in the count if you don't ever get the 2 strikes? So, as coaches, we always say work the pitcher, work the count, get deep, but then we know we're basically 2 strikes is a high failure rate. So try to explain to players that, you know, 1 strike equals 1 hit, we'll get to in a second. Having 2 strikes is not a bad thing, but just be aggressive, get down early, let it get deep and read spin. Create positive body language. You know, I've had coaches in pro ball. You know, you're going through your signs. Okay, it's a 1-1 count. Let's go, Mike, come on. And then foul ball. And you look down there, swing. And their body language is just, you know, kind of shoos you off. Players feel your body language. As a coach, be big and broad. You know, be the general for that young man. When he looks down there with 2 strikes, let him see you got to give a sign, right? If that's going to be your steal sign or whatever. Hey, let's go. Be aggressive. Get down early. Let the ball get deep. Read spin. You got this. Let's go. Win the battle. He wants to see someone down there that wants him to win rather than, let's go. Swing the bat and turn around. Because he will sense that. Trust me, because I did. So create positive body language. Okay? Create 2-strike pressure. When you're in practice, create environments that's going to put pressure on kids. Hey guys, say we're doing 2-strike BP. Okay? And if they take a pitch and it's close, get out. Next guy. All hitters want to hit. Make them go in there, almost like a hit and run, where they're getting down early and they're trying to compete and hit the ball hard. Okay? Now on the flip side, the player, mental toughness. You've got to talk about mental toughness, man. You've got to be mentally tough. When you get 2 strikes, this is my plate. I'm not going to lose the battle. That's the mental toughness you've got to have. Okay? I'm not 1 strike from failure. I'm 1 strike from success. 1 pitch equals 1 hit. What's the difference if I flip this chart over and that guy throws me a strike on 0-0 and I get a hit? Or on 0-2 he throws me a strike and I get a hit? Nothing. The difference is we put pressure on ourselves with 2 strikes. Because in life, especially Americans, I'm American, we want the ability to have a cushion. It doesn't matter what's in life. Hey, I'm gonna give you 4 chances to do this. Okay. And you try it, you mess up the first time, and it's okay, I got 3 more. No one in life wants to know, hey, you got 1 chance to do it and that's it. Well, guys, that's what 2 strikes is. So we've got to be smarter. We got to allow our players to know that it's okay to strike out. We don't have to accept it, but we're not going to put such a fear in their mind to where when they get up there, when they feel like they struck out, they failed the world. Now, we can make it a learning, okay, point and say, hey, why do we strike out? You know, we swung at a ball in the zone. That's constructive. But don't wear your hitters out in the middle of a game or even the next practice, okay? If your team is striking out a lot, I'm going to tell you right now, look closely. You, the coach, look in the mirror and find out what you can do better for your players. I've never met a player that wants to go up there and strike out. Okay, never. I didn't. I've never met a player. I never will meet a player. It's our job as coaches to prepare them for that mental toughness, for that pressure situation. Me over you. What's that mean? Me over you. Me over the pitcher. It's a mentality, guys. You've got to have it. You know, some guys always talk about the Kobe Bryant mentality. Okay, the Mamba mentality. All right, in baseball, guys, it's just me over you. It's me versus you. Me versus the baseball. Me versus the situation. Okay? You've got to win. You've got to, again, we've been talking about in our library of videos, 90% success rate or higher. But we've got to make sure we get there. Strike zone expands. Expand your strike zone, horizontally and vertically. Let the ball travel deep, read spin. So I'm a lefty. Okay, I'm going to get down a little earlier. Let the ball travel deep, and then I'm going to read spin. Last thing, mechanical adjustments. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, the viewer, that choking up and spreading out doesn't work, because it may work for you. Or only choking up, or only spreading out, or getting in on the plate, or whatever you want to do. No stride, or if it works for you, it works for you. All I'm telling you is, whatever it is that you feel works for you, you got to practice it. So if I'm a guy that wants to spread out and choke up, then I have to practice it. So just to recap real quickly, guys. With 2 strikes, we got to have mental toughness, players. It's me versus you. It's going to be me over you. I'm going to win all day long. Okay? It's just 1 pitch, 1 hit. Okay, let's make this a positive, man. Let's change the way baseball's looked at. We got plenty of time to change our mindset. One pitch, one hit. Let the ball get deep and read spin. Okay, don't get buckled on a breaking ball or slider, okay? Coaches, we've got to do a better job. We want our kids to hit breaking balls, let's let them see breaking balls. The more someone sees something, the better they're going to adjust to it. So if we want them to be good two-strike hitters, because we know they're going to be there 50 to 55, 58% of the time, then we got to practice it. We got to practice two strikes. We got to bring the infield in. We got to give them the situations, pressure situations, make them feel a little uncomfortable, so that when they get in the game, it's like, I've been here. Okay? Tony Gwynn was the greatest hitter. I'll leave you with this. When I talk to him quite often, because I did, he's so knowledgeable, he never really got in the box and did anything but change his strike zone. And he would say every once in a while he'd get down a little earlier. See, for Tony Gwynn, he didn't look at two strikes as really a negative thing. He looked at it as he still had one more chance to get a hit. And for most hitters, if you really want to get in the mental side, and you said, when you think of two strikes, what do you think? Most hitters will tell you, it's panic. I got to expand my strike zone. And last thing, be offensive. Mentality on the box. I know we're spreading out, but don't get to the point where you're just trying to put it in play nice and easy. So I'm in my rhythm. I get down early. I'm locked in. I get down early. I'm reading spin. And if it's time to swing, don't give me a passive swing. Let's stay on the offensive side of it, okay? Because hitting is offensive. Don't become passive and defensive. Stay aggressive. Be confident. Practice your two-strike approach, whatever it is. It's individual to everyone, okay? Practice it. And have fun with it. Embrace two strikes, guys. You're going to live there at 50% of your bats. I hope you guys learned something today. Please log in tomorrow and tune in. And hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day.